Nigeria is a country of 150 million people divided roughly between a Christian south and a Muslim north. It's a fault line along which there are often deadly clashes. Both sides stand accused of encouraging such violence.
Do you believe Nigeria is on this religious front line?
There's no doubt about that.
That can obviously sometimes have violent episodes, though, for example, in Jos. How do you feel when that happens, when this front line turns violent? Is that part of the course of saving souls?
I believe that any time light begins to shine, there's bound to be a little resistance from darkness. So that one is a settled matter. Unfortunate though it may be, some politicians go in the guise of religion to perpetrate evil. I do not think that genuine Christians and genuine Muslims will fight. But I think that, most of the crisis we see is not really religion, it's politics. Some politicians choose to use religion as a tool for their own ulterior motives.
Do you think the church should play a role in politics?
Of course. Who was it that said that man is a political animal? They should, because everybody should decide who's going to rule over him. And somebody said that you shouldn't complain about anything you permit. If you fail to vote, if you fail to participate in the political situations, and then somebody gets to become your ruler, and you say you don't like the way it's ruling you, whose fault? Where were you when he was being voted into power? And then, of course, if somebody gets to power and is not doing what we expect him to do, then vote him out.
Do you think the Redeemed Church, churches in Nigeria, play enough roles in politics? Or they should do more?
Maybe they should do more, because I believe that in the past, the people have been so focused in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, so focused on making it to heaven, that they don't want to have anything to do with politics. Is it Socrates that said that politics has gizzards? Which is another way of saying that politics can be dirty. But then, Christians are supposed to be the light of the world. So let them go ahead, show the way, shine the light. They're supposed to be the salt of the earth. The salt is of no use unless it's applied into the food. So I think we can do more than we've been doing up to now.
But no one is quite sure how much Pastor Adeboye is doing. Tonight's service is attended by Nigeria's President Goodluck Jonathan, as well as various other state governors and politicians, all seeking guidance. But particularly with controversial national elections in April, the degree to which his support and advice is listened to is unclear.
You're a man who has the ear of presidents, many people say. The current president was here last night. Do you talk to them? Do you try and influence? Do you support certain candidates?
When I am consulted, I do talk. But then, all you can do is advise. You can command. You can say, this is the way I think maybe this thing should be done. Then they are free to decide whether they will take your advice or ignore it. Since we live with the people on a day-to-day basis, we can feel their pulses better. So occasionally, when things become a little too uncomfortable for the masses, we take some actions.
You have a big congregation. You have considerable influence over that congregation. Do you ever feel swayed to influence them to vote for a particular candidate?
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, when you have this kind of congregation, you have members of every party in that congregation. And if you want to retain their respect for you, you must be neutral. My suggestion to them had always been, make sure you vote for the person of your choice. If your choice turns out to be right, glory be to God. If it turns out to be wrong, then there'll be another time.
Services last throughout the night with numerous prayer sessions. And each sermon is simultaneously read aloud in English and the local language Yoruba. There are choirs, music, as well as donations, and more controversially, healing. Despite the Redeemed Church's promise of an improved standard of living for the average Nigerian, the UN estimates 80% of the people in the country still live on less than $2 a day.
Many of the people coming here, particularly last night, and also I noticed in your sermon, they want a better life, not just in the afterlife, but today, now. Do you feel that that might be better achieved by going out and protesting outside the government house rather than praying here?
Prayers can move mountains. Protesting outside the government house, how much has it achieved? You go there, you carry placards. If you are fortunate, you will return home alive. If you are not fortunate, some overzealous police officer might accidentally discharge some bullets on you. And after you can protest day after day after day. After some time, you get tired.
Do you think the church has helped bring people out of poverty?
We are doing our best. We have programs that are talking about how to start little businesses. We have seminars on small-scale farming. We have seminars on almost everything. In other words, we are saying, look, don't look onto government for everything. Be creative.
Coming up, apart from religion, what else is important in Pastor Adeboye's life?
I love fishing. I used to be a boxer. Fortunately, I can't box anymore. Except box the devil, maybe.